All right, we have some voiceless action for you, coming off of a nice first place finish. Alright, so we have some voiceless voice. Check out our friends at tradingcardmint.com down below. Enter MCL40 and Sam to purchase. This deck has actually kind of been a little bit of an underdog this format, right?
Yes.
Alright, so our dear old friend here has been like 3 weeks undefeated with this hot pile of garbage, taking my voiceless core just so that he can go on a rampage with this. So, any hard matchups or anything to note before we start?
I mean, Rise was always going to be hard because they can pop my stuff. You just try to go first. Win the die roll.
Alright, so we are playing multiple low here because this is the best card that your deck has going for it. Mm-hmm. If you don't see this card, you have a very hard time trying to play. Mm-hmm. Now, I do see that we are doing the 2 Skull Guardians here. I feel like this is absolutely correct on ratios. We're not going to try to... how do you like playing only the one Saurabus?
So I'm playing the one Saurabus. I mean... Playing 2, I felt like I didn't want to play... I only play 4 rituals. I didn't want to play the 5th because I didn't want to clog with rituals. This one, I just... Yes, it does protect from targeting, but you really don't care now because you're playing other engines to be able to play around it.
Okay. And then I see that we are playing 1 copy of this. This is the recycler to kind of keep things going.
Yeah, some people cut this. I like it still because I can bring out the Saurabus, and Ryzeals are all inherent summons, so he just banishes them. So it's usually to bring out the Dragon Saurabus.
Okay, so that's a cute little interaction. Mm-hmm. Only 2 copies of this.
I've seen a lot of this. A lot of people go back and forth on 3 and 2. I think 2 actually does work. I stayed with 3, but then I went down to 2, and I like it better. I don't brick on them.
Now, what in the world is this doing?
So I'm still playing this. A lot of people aren't, or people are saying it. I'm still playing it because spells are still spells in the format, and I mean, it pushes itself back. You still see set tempi. So when it pushes itself back to negate a spell, then you bring out the Meteor Burst so that your opponent can't activate cards in the battle phase. I mean,
okay.
I'm still playing a spell negate because I feel like spells are still too good this format.
So so there's no point in just playing the Saurabus, the extra.
Yeah, I opted to play that instead.
Okay, so this is some work of art here. 1, 1, 1 on the rarities for the diviner.
Hey, look,
you're one of those.
There's 2 ultis
people.
on the way. Calm down.
Okay.
But yeah, best card in your deck. Best 1 card starter.
Because of
Trios.
Yeah. So tell me about this amazing broken card.
So I mean, a lot of people think it's a brick to draw, but that card is like one of the best cards to draw because if you end up drawing the Diviner and the Trios, you're gonna activate Diviner, and then they're gonna try to imperm or Veiler it. Obviously, those 2, then you can just tribute it for Trios. Same with low.
Okay. So I see that we are doing some Nadir Servant shenanigans in here. So tell me about your decision to play this package.
Board breakers are good this format. I feel like this is probably one of the best board breakers. Being able to send an Aggregator, being able to send an Intis, being able to send your Garua to get an extra draw. You have so many options. Going first, this card is amazing because it nets you essentially 3 cards. Because you draw with Garua, Frigid, and Herald to go search ritual stuff.
Okay.
So, good card.
Awesome. All right. I see that we are once again continuing this mix-mashed rarity lineup here.
I lost an Ultra.
All right. And then, how'd you like Veiler?
I like Veiler over Nib. I know Nib is good because you contribute it because it's a light. But I like Veiler. Imperming something and they cross outing it and kind of like on the duo drives, you can imperm and then you Veiler it. So yeah, you kind of -2, but you stop them from searching. I like Veiler better.
Okay. Triple copies of probably your best card in your deck.
Best card. Search anything.
2 copies of this.
You have to play 2. Obviously, you can't play 1 because you have to have it for the Saphira. Because Saphira can't search without sending 1.
Alright, how'd you like this?
Yep, 1 blessing. You never play more.
The card seems to be glued to your hand,
yeah,
honestly.
I see this card, I'm just like, I'm done.
Alright, so why only 2 of this?
I wanted to cut down on the clogging. 2's been working fine. You see it when you need it. I don't see any reason to play 3.
So it's one of those situations that it's just like, it just leads into bad draws.
Yeah. I mean, and then it's like, most of the time it's your Ash target anyways. It gets Ash, so
okay.
That's what I used to bait it with.
1 Call by the Grave.
I'm still playing Call by.
That's fair. And then, of course, triple imperm, like you said, for the hand traps. One copy of the Radiance. I mean, you're never going to not play that, honestly.
Yeah, and that's all you need because you can bring it back.
How are these?
So you have to be very careful with these, because not only do these shut off your ashes, but they will shut off some of your extra deck. So you just have to be careful. I mean, if you can get through with just ashing, then you just save this and set it. I found out that there's just a lot of times to have the essentially extra 3 Ash Blossom isn't bad. And essentially when you go to your turn after you've stopped them, you don't really need the darks and lights, or the darks in your extra deck. You can still send them off like Nadir Servant and stuff, you just don't get their effects. But other than that, I mean, I essentially want to play 6 Ash Blossoms.
Okay, so you're just kind of using this as like an emergency, I need this?
Yeah, so you opt to play your hand traps first, and then this is your one-time emergency.
If you had Fuas, would you put them in over these?
I've been back and forth. I've been back and forth with Fua, Perilia. It's just kind of up in the air what you want to do, but I like them. I haven't had a conflict with them yet, so.
Okay. Extra deck. This is by far probably the one go-to that you actually do care about in this, because the ritual summon is bonkers.
Yeah, playing 2/2 because Kashtir is around.
So how'd you like this, and not like Bucephalus or something like that?
So this is what I was talking about with Maximus with your draw 3, or essentially get 3 cards. So the Servant sends the Grua, and then the Maximus comes out, and it sends the Fergie and the Herald. So then you basically get your Grua draw, then you're going to get your Herald search, and then you're going to get your Vajit draw and put something back on the bottom that you don't need on.
So this is your draw, extra draw if need be, and this is going to be your universal searcher for pretty much everything that you need.
Any ritual, yeah.
All right, so how are you liking 2 of these?
It's the same aspect. There's really nothing more to play. Plus, it's a light, so if I purge, I have that to destroy things. And then if they cast your Unicorn me, at least they only hit 1 of it, so I still have 1 to break the board.
What in the world are we doing with this?
So that is to if you if you draw low and they stop it, and you have a way to get to Maximus, other than the Dear Servant. So if you hard draw the Maximus. Low turns into Almirage. Almirage turns into Skirkardna. Maximus turns into coming out after banishing the Almirage. And then you can send the Herald and like the Garua or the Fergie to be able to get a draw and try to unbrick your hand, basically.
Has this actually come up yet?
It did come up against Malice, and it won me the game.
Alright, I see that we are also playing the 1 Anima for the sucking.
Yep.
1 copy of SP. The Meteor Burst Dragon.
That was what I was talking about with when you're still going against Tempai.
How many times has this come up?
Hasn't came up a lot, but I heard Raziel has a bad time with that.
The 1 Typhoon.
That comes up.
And then how was this?
It was good, but you got, like I said, you got to be careful because of some of your extra deck. You just got to be careful with purges. But, I mean, when it was able to go off, it was good.
Alright. Down here in the side deck, okay, so we have the triple Perulia, because we don't have access to Fua.
Yeah.
We are doing triple of this, 1 of this, and then, of course, 2 Ultimate Slayers. How'd you only like 2?
I think it's been great. I have no problem with them. I don't think I need 3, because, you know, it is...
I mean, you've already got the Meteor Logic built in here.
Yeah, so I mean, you're set up to break a board, so...
Okay. Then, of course, the Universal 2 Tag Talents. So would you ever want the 3rd?
I mean, I could see taking a Slayer down to get a 3rd, but I mean, it's up to you. But I think 2 has been great, and a 2-2 split seems fine.
Have you wanted more than 1 of this?
Nope. That's literally just there for when I go first. They hand trap me, and I know what I'm playing against.
All right, so tell me about these.
Solemns are... So I've been back and forth between Solemn Judgment and Solemn Strike. I feel in this deck, you know, with board breakers and stuff like that, Judgment's just a better card. It can stop the droplet if they don't send a trap. It stops their lightning storms and harpies if we still see them, because I think hitting our back row is the worst. So I keep it in to keep my back row alive.
Any final comments on this?
I still love the deck.
All right, check out our friends at tradingcardmint.com down below and tell us what you guys think. Peace out.
Patrons!
Thank you. Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.